My name's Warren Reuter, and I'm an assistant professor here in the Department of Biological Systems Engineering in the College of Agriculture and Life Science at Virginia Tech. In my laboratory, we focus on engineering cellular decision making, and we use the tools of a field called synthetic biology to reprogram the endogenous biochemical pathways inside cells that govern the cellular decision making. Our objective is to explore interactions between living cells that are part of the microbiome and a robotic biomimetic host. The way we did that was by taking well-characterized and robust equations from bacteria that describe bacterial behavior and linking those equations to equations and models that describe simple robotic behaviors. When we linked those two, we saw emergent behavior in a virtual simulation. We were able to watch how a robot driven by bacteria would move in its environment. And by doing so, we saw both simple behaviors and more complicated behaviors as we increased the complexity of the biochemical programs that were engineered into the living microbiome. The final step will be to take the engineered living cells that we now have in the laboratory with the robotic systems that we now have and link them together with an interface technology called microfluidics. By building small bioreactors where these cells can live and placing those bioreactors on the robot, the complete system can be realized to the point that we have mobile robots that harbor living colonies of bacteria that direct the robot's behavior. At first, when we placed simple models and simple programming into the biochemistry of the cells, we saw simple robot behaviors. When we gave the robot one extra component, an ability to talk back to the living bacteria on board, we saw that the cells go from simply toggling between their different fuel preferences to approaching a fuel source, pausing, and then moving rapidly towards it. This type of behavior is known as stalk, pause, strike in higher order, more complex animals. And this work showed that a microbiome alone, linked to a simple robotic host, could recapitulate this more complicated behavior.